You a famous singer and all.
Famous is
You
crazy.
feel me? I was hoping you could bless us with a little piece before we go.
Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. So I told you I'm from the South Side.
Which
And one of my dreams growing up was to open up a Black-owned coffee shop on Austin, somewhere on Austin. And I remember in kindergarten, I told my teacher that I wanted it to be like a community space where people would come have meetings and just teens would come and hang out and do homework. That was my dream.
In kindergarten.
In kindergarten. And my teacher told me, you can't do that. The kids are going to steal. The business won't last. It won't be successful. And that broke my little heart. So that was no longer my dream. But then I remember, not too long after I came home, I went to a coffee shop that was on the very block that I wanted my own coffee shop.
Look at that.
I know, right? And the coffee shop is called Afro Joe's. It's no longer on that block. It's now in Beverly, still on the South Side.
Nice.
But when I sat in there the first time out, I was crying because I was so filled with joy that my dream happened, even though it happened through somebody else.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. It was, and it's in the company, the business is still thriving. So I wrote a poem called For Afro Joe's and Auburn Gresham.
Okay.
I said I'm coming from the South Side, where we got Harold's and Schultz between the moles and the folks. The South Side, from Brownsville straight to the Rose, from Mason to Cicero, The South had taught us how to walk and gave us name. The South Side is why the city has its fame. The South Side, the South Side. I used to dream of a space like this. It told me it was impossible, that brown faces and liberty were created in separate factories, never to collide. But what they didn't know was that somewhere on the South Side, borrowed bungalows bear the burden of Bronzeville's grandchildren. Catholic parishes perished in exchange for new faith. Ginger dreamers took flight in the night to make way for the Pullman porters. Wildest dreams. Black faces flood Sangamon and Lowell and Aberdeen and Greene and Racine. At 18, my grandmother escaped the tyranny of the South. The oppressive hand of parents who didn't understand that she could dream too. My Guimar floated down the Mississippi River and fell into the arms of a CTA mechanic. They purchased a home on 86th and Emerald. Blessed the block with 3 beautiful brown children, all baptized in the bosom of that neighborhood where Halsted feels like State Street. It was the center of my world, where a premature cup of coffee meant that I would be short forever. But my Guimar did as grandmothers do. She slid me that cup and created the inseparable union between the divine and normal. My Guimar be the bishop of the baddest and the boldest, the coldest. Baby B don't play. She raised her troop of poor sinners and created an army. The lineage down laughing taught me to confess my sins on Vincennes. My Guimar be the best spitter I saw. She bring power to where the room is, taught me where the tomb is, threw my need for perfection there and pointed me to the one who is. My Guimar be the best knitter I know. She weaves tapestries of time and tales of the divine. She be the thread, holding it all together, whatever the lumens. And though my stature is short, the hood make me feel tall. And I could still taste my grandmother's coffee, y'all. I found Jesus on Carpenter. And he told me to head to Foster Park and say what up to the moles. And now I walk around the city preaching to folk about a God who rose. And I'm thanking him that my dreams and my grandmother's dreams never died. I said I'm coming from the South Side. South Side. Thank you. Thank you.
Man, you gonna be performing that soon?
I am. Woo, I have quite a few shows coming up. So I have a show this upcoming Friday. That is October the 25th at the Willis Tower with Right About Now Poetry. They came all the way up from Texas, called your girl up with a few of my friends, Vay Shakur and Robin Danielle Bobo, and we are going to be on the 66th floor, okay, up in the clouds, having the time of our lives. So I got that show on the 25th. I also have my own open mic called Wine and Words at Vin Trendy, the premier Black-owned winery out in Olympia Fields. So I'll be there October 30th. Got a show October 31st in partnership with my band Therapy in South Shore. You can just follow me on social media, Instagram at she.unapologetic. It's probably 4-5 other flyers I could tell you about. But in the next 3, 4, 5 days, I have like 6 different events. So yeah, I'm busy. So too busy. I'm tired. That's why I can't handle man. I got too much to do.
Hey, I feel you. Oh shit.